What is going on, you beautiful bunch of savages? It is PrimeTime 127. All of your virtual violence needs are about to be fulfilled here this evening. We have an incredible card set ahead of us as we have a little bit of a scan forward to it. The main event will be Naz versus the winner of a number one contender matchup happening a little bit earlier on in that card, K1 Cooked, or what remains of Vuck Gaming. Obviously, killers from top to bottom, too many names to cover at this very moment, but we will get straight into it. And calling all of the action here this evening with me, getting into this very first fight between K1, Tron, and aka MG, two of your absolute legends of primetime MMA and the overall Twitch streaming game, J-Dime TV, Dr. Swaggy Kush. How are you doing, brother? How are you doing?
Let's fucking go. You know, we got a fire card from stack to bottom, just like you said. We got a lot of fire names. There's a lot of crazy fighters. The co-main event is the people's main event, and that's the one I'm excited for. How about you, Jay?
How was the co-main event the people's main event?
What you mean? It's Fat Anna versus Lilo.
Okay. Lilo, love you. It's not the people's main event. Like,
That's
most
a
the world think Fat Nader's gonna put his foot up his ass. That's what most of the world think right now. That could be a great fight, but that's not. You know what's the people's main event? The real main event right there. Nas versus either K1 Cooked or Vuck. That's the people's main event.
I honestly, guys, I'm excited for all these fights. I know that Swaggy's trying to make some ground back with Fadinator after calling this guy out on a few of the cards. But without further ado, I think we will get into the first fight because these guys have been waiting eagerly to get into it. It is obviously between Tron and MG. I think this will be a very fun fight. It is in flyweight, as you can see right there, Swaggy. Looks like we're getting Brandon Royval up against Brandon Moreno. Brandon's.
And I feel like this is like the normal matchup you see at flyweight a lot, because these are the two popular guys to use, which I don't really know where the hate stands with Pantoja, and I don't know why a lot of people don't use Pantoja, but these are the fighters I've seen the high level fighters using a lot, Jay.
Yeah, and a lot of people use Brandon Royval because of the boxing, because of the range. He's a tall guy for the weight class. And I think this is a great match, too, because people forgot MG was a champion before. MG, like, people forget that even happened.
MG has had absolute, periods of greatness here at Primetime MMA, for sure. I think that, as with a lot of things, when you suffer a couple of losses, your confidence can dip quite a bit. We apologize, this isn't on our end. Hopefully their stream stabilizes in a couple of moments. We have MG in the blue gloves, Brandon Moreno, and we have the other Brandon on the other side with Tron. Obviously, he's going to be trying to utilize the range and the boxing, doing a relatively good job of distance management, or was, but the punishes need to come thick and fast because Moreno will outwork you, Jay, if he's not too careful.
I agree, and I feel like I don't compliment Tron's gamer tag enough. I love the name Latron James. That's a great gamer tag.
It is, man. I like to see unique ones. We said it before, but when you've got like 100 numbers in your name, that's kind of wank. But you come out with something original, it helps you stand out for sure. Especially when you fight like Latron James has been.
Exactly. And right now, Brandon Royval, okay, he's on bottom. Right now, Brandon Royval, if I'm him, I'm just going to chill here. I'm really camping. I need one denial. I'm not going to panic or none of that, Swaggy.
Nah, you really can't panic down here. And there's no panicking needed. You're just going to let him up. They're just going to get up. He got bored down there. He decided he wants to stand. He wants to bang.
Yeah, I think the Tron, was able to neutralize a certain amount, and that guard is not, doesn't count as top control. I don't even think in UFC 5. So nice to see them back on their feet. I think MG being a little bit crafty out here, J-Dime, using like slip uppercuts. He's using straights into lead roundhouse kicks to cover distance. A little bit risky, but pretty smart as he catches him. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't like what Tron doing. If I'm trying, I got to keep it basic. Jab, jab, take a step back. Teep, use the range. There we go. And then get out. You should never be in there where Brandon Moreno can land an uppercut like that, Swaggy.
Nah, not at all. And he's doing a good job keeping like the distance on him when they're standing. What Moreno needs to do is really get in that pocket and land the bombs like he was, but he's just not letting him.
I'm not going to lie to you, MG throwing those kind of like naked lead body roundhouses, they look so fucking ugly, but they're effective, man. Everybody gets caught with them. I feel like it's a frustrating thing just due to the timing of it, the animation, but MG using all of his tools, digging deep in the bag of tricks already, and you know, those uppercuts and kicks really seem to be the game plan here this evening as he interrupts him with a beautiful, beautiful straight.
Okay. Here we go. Use that jab again, Royval. Use that jab. There we go. Now get out. There we go. It's kind of a simple strategy he needs to win, but he has to stay disciplined to the game plan, which is hard to do, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, staying disciplined to the game plan shouldn't be hard to do. It's, you know, you make a game plan, you come in and you do it.
But people have egos, so you want to prove a point. So sometimes people, oh, he's beating me up in the pocket. No, I gotta prove that I'm the bigger dog. You know that happens.
Yeah,
oh, you think they're fighting with their egos right now?
No, I'm saying it's not hard for you to do that. Like, he's supposed to fight from the outside, but sometimes it gets enticing to sit here in the pocket and trade. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
No, do
when
you know
you feel
what?
like you're the best in the world, why not?
Swagger, I'd go as far as saying I think he is right in this moment. I think LeBron James is fighting with his ego. I mean, he was starting the fight trying to be a little bit more, you know, aware of his distance, but now he's just trying to fight on the inside with hooks, and you know, obviously he's losing that battle. So we'll have to see if he can make the adjustment. He does have a slight stamina advantage, although he has taken more damage. So if he reverts back to the original game plan, he may have a lot of success as we approach the latter end of this second and going into the third round.
Just landed a couple nice shots in there.
This is a good fight though, and it is very competitive. It's just LeTron just has to make a few adjustments, and this fight could be a little easier for him, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think if, you know, he's doing a good job in the pocket now, but if he just steps back, just one, and is just a little bit more patient, I think he can catch him whole entirety. He wouldn't be missing all these strikes, which is lowering his stamina.
I'm very, very much liking what I'm seeing from LeTron now coming into the second round. I do think that he has made a lot of adjustments. Is taking pictures in the pocket a little bit too much, Jay, and that's going to be problematic if he continues to do it, but some kind of signs that he's aware of the situation and trying to at least make those adaptations.
Yeah, because he's landing, right? But after he lands, like you said, he's taking pictures, he's admiring his work, and you can't do that in this game. You got to get yours and get out, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, 110%. You got to go in there. You got to get it done. And, man, he's turning this into a war when it just shouldn't be one.
Oh, I wish I was clipping them all, but the slip uppercuts from Brandon Moreno, from MG, have come thick and fast throughout the entirety of this fight. They have been his #1 most effective tool here this evening. And it's because LeTron James just continues to duck. I mean, he keeps getting caught with them, and he keeps ducking, and I don't know when that's going to change. Playing a very dangerous game for sure.
Yeah, you said you don't know when it's going to change. It's called a habit. It's not easy to change. Like, some people duck their head after every strike. They don't even know they're doing it.
Oh.
Well, another interesting second round. I'll be interested to see the statistics going into this third and final one. Shout out, I appreciate all the love. You guys, glad to be back. Hopefully continue to be back. These fights, look forward to them every week, man. The community really comes together. It's been fun putting these things together. I know, Jay Dime, I think you may be coming up now as our longest time commentator here at PrimeTime MMA outside of myself, brother. So,
Dang, times change.
Yeah, I know.
I remember when I was a new guy here. That's crazy.
I went back the other day. If I found your first card, I'll have to pull it up sometimes, bro.
That's crazy. It's crazy. We came a long way.
Yes,
We
sir.
gotta see it.
Sky is the limit, my guys. Sky is the limit. Only starting, no stopping. Same as these guys. There's only one rule. You turn up and you fight, and we get to enjoy our asses off. Oh!
That should have did a little more. That was a nice head kick.
Yeah. It really was. It's actually his block was affected. The game kind of recognized as if it was, I don't know, as if it was blocked, but...
Nice.
Uppercut city, bro. I mean, MG's on it.
It's a good. Like the statistics are really close, but right now Moreno's doing the damage.
Ooh.
That's it. He's working behind his jab. He did just get clipped, but LeBron James trying to work his way in with the fundamentals at this stage. MG playing possum almost after getting that rock. He's slowing it down, trying to mix up those tempos, Swaggy.
Yeah, nah, for sure. He's starting to really smarten up this round, Jay.
Nice body kick. But Brandon Moreno has momentum. Like, it's like Brandon Royval has good moments, but he gets stuck in his cycle. He's just standing there, and now he's eating 2 shots, Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly right. Like we mentioned it earlier, he keeps getting caught in the pocket, and he has time to retreat, which is the wild thing, man. But he wants that. He's trying to ego fight, as you astutely called at the beginning of the fight. He is, he got clipped, and now he's just trying to get it back every step of the way.
Oh my God. Good defense, but you don't win by just defending. Something offensive has to happen for him, because right now he's getting beat up, and this match is about to end, Swaggy.
I think it is over. It's over.
No way.
maybe not.
He survived.
No way.
Wow.
Bro. Shout out to the heart. The fucking heart of LeBron James.
Big survival skills. Big survival skills right there from Latron.
That one actually connected. That's the first pull counter he's connected the entire time, but it was still blocked. It was still...
Oh, nice. Oh, and he gets countered. Yeah,
Slip uppers
it's
all
not
day.
looking good.
Thing is, we've seen wilder shit. It's just that there's 20 seconds and the right thing is all but on the wall.
Oh,
there it is, man.
Now it's over.
How many times does he have to throw that slip uppercut for him to know not to keep throwing them punches? Like, he's countering that every time. He's waiting on it.
Yeah. I want to see if this is a decision or not. I don't know if that last punch was ending the fight or if it was the buzzer. They were about on point. Look at all the slip uppers being shown in the replays as well, man. It's obviously an incredibly effective tool for MG, especially in this bout. He may have seen something coming into it, but either way, I mean, he's won this, right?
Doc actually made a really good point about that in chat. He just said MG switched up his complete game from jab straights to slip uppers, and I think he's right. I think it was a good switch up for him.
Definitely, man.
Great win by MG, and it was competitive for a while, but he always did the damage, and his opponent never quite made the adjustments to the slip uppercuts. Like I said, he didn't even know that he was throwing those strikes because it's a habit. He kept throwing them straights, slip uppercut every time.
Ah, definitely, man. And like, a couple of mistakes you can occasionally get away with, but they start accruing over time. And with somebody like MG, who, he is definitely a front runner. When he gets ahead in a bout, he typically stays ahead. And yeah, he did a great job. He did a great job here this evening. With that, though, Swaggy, my man, we are on to the next one. These guys are ready and raring to go. We have Conor McGregor on one side. We have Max Holloway in his new shorts on the other. Two guys that are really building themselves up within the community, and that is, I always mispronounce his name, but I'm going to say Reese up against FSK Naznim, ranked number 17, ranked number 25, respectively. Obviously a lightweight bout, and a fun one at that.
I love Reese. I love Naznim. They're both They're both hard competitors, and I love these Max Holloway floral shorts, man. The UFC shop is charging $120 for these fucking things, though, and I never spent $120 on these. But you know they are fire, but I am excited for this fight.
Okay. First, I have a solution for you on those shorts, right?
Okay.
You may not be able to get those shorts, but I promise you, there are floral swimming trunks in that same pattern that you can get.
Gee, damn right.
Yeah, but do they say Holloway on the side?
Your name's not Max Holloway, so it shouldn't say Holloway.
Yeah, but I'm getting them for Max Holloway. I'm not getting them to swim.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. See, we can't get everything we want. That's the closest you can. You just close you just come to getting that. You feel me? You can't do no more than that. Obviously, you don't want to pay that money on that site. So go to your local Walmart or whatever store and get some swim trunks.
Naznim is already quite a bit behind on stamina. And that is not a good sign. He's not landed enough damage to equate that much stamina loss, basically.
Yes.
Head movement's on point right now for Reese. I think Naznim needs to follow the trait of slip uppercuts right now.
Yeah, no, I do think Naznim needs to do that, and his stam is slowly going down, but he has Holloway damaged.
Ooh. Okay, and shout out to Max Holloway too. The performance he put on, oh my goodness. This is not the Max I've seen against Justin Gaethje. I was about to say the performance he put on versus Justin Gaethje was mythical with the finish and everything. This is not the same Max Holloway though.
Yeah, I mean, as the stream is kind of fucking itself up for a moment, let's take a moment to appreciate that fucking fight, man. That was an incredible fight. Max Holloway on another level, man. Truly one of the most standout performances you will ever see.
And man, like Max was just sensational there. Like it was just a beautiful performance. He didn't even have to end it like that either. He was already up on the scorecards, but
100%.
Oh my goodness.
But that's why you love Max, and that's why you love these two fighters. They continue to meet in the center of the cage, Swaggy, looking for that finish early. Looks like Naznim trying to put the finishing touches on this fight.
That's because
if I was Reese right now, you need to catch Naznim off with something guard. You know, you need to throw like cartwheel, flying knee, something to get him back, something to get him off with guard, and then get back into your jab straights with Max. You know, keep the pace back up. You know, hit him from the outside.
Okay.
But quite honestly, if Reese can just start kneeing him in the body a little bit, like he's using a lot of teeps and a lot of like jabs and stuff, but he's trading hooks. You know, he needed to play the longer game, to be quite honest with you. I'll shut my mouth right now.
hold on. It's open. Yep, no, he left Max face down, ass up. After that. Oh my goodness. I was just about to say, UFC, can you make Max Holloway power above 84 in lightweight, please?
Can they? Like, that would be nice.
But damn.
Yeah, I was going to say, it would be nice, but I'm still kind of flabbergasted over what Naznim just did to Reezy. He left a dead body in the cage. I think this is one of the first virtual deaths that we have actually seen, but yeah, I mean, ultimately a fantastic performance from Naznim, who came in here, didn't really pay too much of respect to his opponent because, I mean, he didn't need to, quite clearly. Fadnita was out there saying that this guy isn't on his level, and Naznim was able to put together a performance that showed that to be true, at least on tonight. And Naznim was actually the lower rated guy in this one as well, Jay. I mean,
yeah, let me say Fad's exact words. He didn't say he was low level. He called him a bum. That's what he said.
he did.
And yeah, but yeah, it was. I'm not gonna say he's a bum, but he may have been correct at the end of the night.
I mean, in that matchup, he was definitely not on the same level. But
it's just levels. It was just levels to the game.
Levels,
that's it.
Yeah, exactly. And look, Naznim is a guy that's been in the top 10 a number of times. He's low rated right now, not from losses. He's low rated just because he didn't start out the season. So he's now 2-0 after that performance. He's probably going to find himself in or amongst that top 15, top 18 sort of spot. So, you know, I imagine to continue to keep an eye on him and what he's doing going forward, because he's really starting to put that all together. But Swaggy, with all of that said, my man, we move on to the next one. Welterweight is the weight class. We have two incredibly fun fighters set to perform here this evening. It's not, I believe, what's on the graphic right now. We're not on the graphic. That's ideal. If I do switch across to the graphic, it's not the guy that it says right there. We have a replacement for this bout. A man that has eternally stepped up on short notice, often favoring him. It's that boy Mix-Ups. Mix-Up stepping in up against EK Cheery for this one. Should be a real fun one. A real fun one, Jay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Mix-Up. I remember when I first seen Mix-Up fight. He was one of my favorites. I remember. But yeah, Mix-Ups never disappoints. Even when he loses, it's a good fight. Mix-Ups is high level, and you know he's looking to get another title shot. Maybe not soon, but because he's got a million of them. But he's slowly trying to work his way back up to that totem pole, Swaggy.
Yeah, it seemed like every other card last season Mix-Ups was fighting for the belt. So like now we're coming in back into it, you know, Fatinator's no longer champion and Mix-Ups is trying to get back up there.
He's gonna have to do it with Jeff Neal here this evening. I don't think I've seen this guy fight. And every time I've gone on UFC,
Jeff Neal's
it's not been the right weight class. I was gonna say I wanted to play as him so badly, bro.
Yeah, 5-star boxing combinations on this game too. His hands is clean.
I'm liking the blocking right now from Mix-Ups. I mean, he's been really smart behind his block early in this bout. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Man, if I'm Connor, you fight from the outside. You use your range. Don't sit in the pocket with Jeff Neal, even though you're Connor. Just use your range. You're the one with the bigger toolbox.
Yeah. Even though you've sat him down, you know, it's still one of those things. Connor's left hand equalizes all, especially in this game. So be smart about it like he has. Can't get too carried away, but so far so good. But that boy Mix-Ups doing phenomenally here, Swag.
Yeah, nah, Mix-Ups look so fluent out there. He's just doing his thing. He's landing his shots. He's keeping his distance. He's using his power, Jay. He's looking great right now.
Yeah, but he can't lose his focus. He can't fight with his ego. He got to keep piecing him up until the match is over, Cyrus.
That he does, my man. That he does. I like what I'm seeing from Conor McGregor with these side kicks, really trying to have a little bit more ring generalmanship, whatever the word of that is, but he's trying to control that space a little bit more. But the counters and honestly just the boxing of Mix-Ups right now is really doing him wonders. And there it was. He intelligently steps to the power side to evade that kick, able to get the counter, and now I really feel that he's going to start to try and put that together, unless EK Cheery can turn it around somehow relatively quick, Swag.
Yeah, I think Cherry still has a chance because he is Connor, and it looks like he kind of has a stamina advantage. So he can catch him with a counter, some sort, but he needs to really, you know, step it up if he wants to do so.
I agree.
That stamina don't even matter, only because the damage is making that stamina not matter, because Conor McGregor is getting pieced up, Cyrus.
Really, he is, and this may be it. No, he doesn't want to follow up Mix-Ups. Wants to play with his food here this evening. Gotta be careful it doesn't bite him. But oh my god, no, he's so far ahead.
That's easy.
Yep.
Easy night at the office. Beautiful performance by Mix-Ups.
Clinical, bro. Tactician at his absolute best. Mix-Ups. I said it at the beginning of this fight, you know, he often answers this call, man. He's an active fighter, and back in the day we used to call, like, you know, Caliber kind of like the Donald Cerrone in the sense that he would step up all the time. Mix-Ups steps up all the time, but he gets a lot better performances than Donald Cerrone did across his career. He's been upper amongst that tile so many times. He's looking to get himself back there now with a new man holding that belt. And a big win here this evening on short notice definitely heads him in that right direction. You know, we like fanatic finishes here, and once again Mix-Ups able to deliver on that, Swag.
Yeah, no, Mix-Ups look great too. I don't think he got hit much. like he did his thing out there. He didn't get stunned once. There was no damage. Like, he was just draining his stamina, landing shots, and fucking bullying this poor man, Jay.
Yeah, you said it best. He bullied that poor man, and like I said, Jeff No Hands are real on this game. That 5-star boxing combination. That's why if I'm Connor, you fight from the outside because Jeff No only has like an 89 footwork. So he's not gonna be able to catch you. But you know, people got Connor, so they want to stand in front of you. The thing is, you have to use the most efficient way to victory. To him, sitting in the pocket with Jeff No was not the effective way, the most efficient way. He was just fighting a fight. He was not fighting to win there.
No, 100%. No, lads, this is a fight between two kings themselves, and that is KM Basics up against EK Warrior. Sponsored by PokerStars, I just found out, but these guys are ready and raring to go. Featherweight is the weight class, J-Dime. A fun one. They're going to get a Dan Ige up against Calvin Kattar, which, let's be real, is a very, very intriguing matchup.
No, it is. And I like EK Warrior. He's one of my favorites to watch. I like watching him strike, even when he loses. Like, to me, I just like watching EK Warrior. I'm an EK Warrior fan right now.
Yeah, he has been doing a lot of great stuff, man. He really has. I think that the reason that this is such an interesting pick, outside of the fact that they're Calvin Kattar up against Danny Ige, but once again, lads, we apologize. This is not our end. I don't know if there's an issue with Twitch at the moment, but each one of these guys seems to have had a slight delay when they've started with their stream, but it always stabilizes out, and we expect that to be the case once again here this evening, because we don't want to miss any of this action between two incredible competitors. Warrior using Calvin Kattar, and on the other side we have Basics using Danny.
Nice. Ooh. EK Warrior's trying to pick his shots. Nice. He's trying to throw them straight shots.
They're like both keeping good distance away from each other, using good pace right now.
Nice.
Oh.
They're being really smart, Jay. I mean, it's a slower pace than some of these other fights, at least so far in the opening 2 minutes, but they're trying to make reads, and they're really using that jab and the straight as a bit of a finder on their opponents to really manage and find their range.
Yeah, it's a real controlled fight. That's because we're used to chaos. The last few fights have been chaos. So, like, now we're getting a fight that's a lot more technical, and it feels different because we were spoiled earlier, Swaggy.
We were very spoiled, where we were just seeing absolute wars, just showdowns. They were standing in the middle, just throwing down. And this is a technical masterpiece right now, but I'd say this is just as entertaining. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's always, it is entertaining. It's just, some people just like a barn burner. They love a Justin Gaethje type fight. Being technical could be entertaining too.
I always say this, man. Everybody loves those high octane fights, but you've got to build towards that. These guys can't come out and fight like they're in a phone booth from the starting of that bell. You're fighting recklessly if you're doing that, though, as it is very, very fun. These are obviously very seasoned competitors, and it's evident in the way that they're approaching it. A lot of respect being shown between these two competitors. Probably one of the more even matchups, in terms of stylistic matchups that we have seen here this evening. They do complement each other very, very well. Mix-Up's obviously taking the height disadvantage, and he's starting to get tagged on the outside.
Whoa!
Lead hook lands.
If I'm Dan Ige, I'm taking a step back for the rest of this round. Just let it go.
Right. Well, it's a little bit more than just interesting at this stage. We just saw a big knockdown from Kattar, who has run to the center of that cage and looks to really, really enforce his will here as he blocks a couple of shots, and lands a few of his own. That nose already splattered out here, Swag.
Yeah, nah, Warrior smells blood. He's a shark in the water right now. He's gonna come finish what he started, and you know, he left a wound on Dan Ige, and he wants to come get it now. He wants to come open it up more, and he wants to get inside there, and that's what he's doing right now, Jay.
He want to go where? Inside what?
Inside there, and he's getting inside there, like in the pocket.
Bro, he's,
Okay.
Jay, he's been studying Alex Pereira. That left hand continues to land with vengeance.
He for sure have been watching Alex Pereira, and he needed to watch somebody for that Ojo fight because that was bad. Oh!
Oh my God!
Oh
That's
my
gotta
God.
be it.
Oh wow.
Oh my! That's it.
Nope. Oh wow, it was.
EK Warrior, one of your favorites, getting it done quickly here this evening, Jay.
Easy night at the office. Fought beautifully. I probably had one hiccup on the way, but that was easy work for him. Shout out to EK Warrior.
See these replays, nicely done, straight on the button. Couple of inner passes to follow up. But these guys setting one hell of a pace here this evening. You love to see it. I love to see it. As the action continues, fulfilling all of our virtual violence needs as we approach Saturday night. Incredible stuff. Respect to EK Warrior. Interested to see what he's able to do going forward in the division. This man now moves on to 3-1 in the division. Both of these guys 2-1 leading into that one. And yeah, EK Warrior obviously getting a big win here this evening. Putting together a bit of a win streak right now, and that was a win up in the rankings for him as well. So expect to see him now within that top 15, probably around 13 or 12 after tonight's card. With that, we look a little bit forward, Swaggy, at the last two fights here this evening on the prelims before we get into the six fight main card. It is going to be between K1. How do you say this guy's name? Firatora? Firatora? I'm going to call him Tora.
I was calling him Firator. It's probably not how you pronounce it, but it's how I pronounce it. Firator.
Well, we're going to go with that. I'm probably just going to call this man Tora, K1, but he is going up against NM Eagle MMA, who is the menace of my OWC experience. I haven't had a PlayStation long, but I can tell you one thing, Swag, and that's that every time I have ever loaded up this game and started out a new season on UFC 5 OWC, guess who I get matched up with in my very first fight? It's Eagle MMA, and guess what he does to me? He absolutely destroys me. So I'm looking forward to see what he's able to do against somebody who's going to be of a better fighting standard than myself.
Yeah, well, the thing about Eagle is Eagle sucks to fight, but Eagle's also stupid, and Eagle's always doing something dumb. Yeah, he's always doing something dumb that he shouldn't be doing. Like the last time we saw him on the live card, he used Damian Maya and struck.
Maybe he thought he could strike.
I think
No. 3 rounds. Didn't shoot 1 takedown.
he was trying to prove a point, and he was trying.
He lost.
Yeah, I understand. I think that it's one of those things, man. There's so many different, intangibles, but ultimately, I don't believe that he respected his opponent in that one, and it came to bite him in the butt. I think that that's one of those things that lesson learned. We'll have to see if he's ever going to go back to that way. Now he's going. I believe he's going Max Holloway in this one. I think that's who he picked. Reverse specs, is that right? Is he in the red corner? It is, yes. Firatora UFC on the other side using Prime. No, not Prime. Normal Tony Ferguson. Nice.
Man, I don't care what version of Tony Ferguson it is right now.
He's using Lost Tony.
Oh.
Lovely.
Nice. With Tony, you gotta mix in them elbows. Tony gotta be unorthodox. Throw a elbow right now. Cause Max is just picking him apart from the outside. Max is okay just tagging you and getting out the way.
Yeah, nah, that's how It's like how you should use Max, you know, tag up, get out of the way, tag up, get out of the way, but you should be pressuring the Tony.
I don't know if you saw the little, sorry to interrupt, did you see the little taunt? Right now, reverse specs, Eagle MMA is feeling himself confidence-wise. Like, he's right in his bag right now.
As he should be, he's doing his thing right now.
Bro, he's trying to get Furutora to throw uppercuts. He continues to go to the body, even though these uppercuts come in his way, looking for that slip. And he's landed it a few times right now. The front kick, he's really on, man. Like, Furutora needs to really get some damage on his side, or get some respect back, because Eagle MMA absolutely gliding towards a finish.
Jeez. It don't even look like Tony Ferguson fighting to win anymore. It looks like he's fighting to survive.
That could have been very nice. Man, he's getting crafty. He's being real crafty with it, but sometimes being a little too fancy can get you caught, Swag, and that confidence may come to bite you in the butt.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it looks like starting to happen right now for Eagle. But, ooh, he just keeps defending these takedowns, doing his thing.
Bro's a grappler and he's out here striking people right now. Like, he's obviously trying to advance one part of his game, and he's doing very well in that area so far.
Trying to prove a point. Because if I'm Tony Ferguson, I'm mixing in clinches. Make it a dirty fight, dirty box with him. Don't have this kickboxing match with Max Holloway, Swaggy.
No, absolutely not. I mean, he doesn't want to. Clearly, he's been trying to take him down. Just Eagle's so good at defending. Like, if I'm Tony, I'm at all costs just trying to get in there and get on the ground.
He needs something. He needs a change up.
I'm even fine with ending up on bottom.
Yeah.
Very fun round. Eagle MMA quite clearly in the driving seat right now. As I need to arrange one or two things, I am going to have my replacement step in for just a moment. The legendary Doctor sitting there, colourful as ever. I will be the dynamic duo of Swaggy and Doctor, who are slowly hating each other episode after episode of Primetime Postmortem. Get to call a fight together.
We're gonna have a wrestling match soon. Me versus the Doctor.
You're muted, bro.
Doc, you're muted. And now we're just
we'll come back to him. I don't know what happened to Doctor. he had a moment. He had a moment in the limelight, and you know, it killed him. It also killed the cameras for a moment. So we apologize, lads, but he will join back in a moment. I am absolutely sure.
Doc's always fucking shit up.
Bro, why does he make you a forehead? Like, that's yeah. That's funny. Max Holloway in top control right now. Gets put in the rubber guard. We spoke about this a little earlier, Swag. It's a hard position to get out of sometimes, but Max obviously knows the way and gets it done.
Max is a brown belt in Jiu-Jitsu, actually. He's a very good grappler. He's just a bad motherfucker, so we don't gotta do it. And as we can see now, he just put in on that championship pace right now.
Yeah. I'll switch the cameras back on, lads. Once they are all resolved, we are just waiting for Doctor to get back in the booth so it all aligns.
It's a motherfucking D-O-double-G.
Snoop Dogg. Max Holloway, Eagle MMA may be around the corner from a finish. Ooh. Oh. Thing is, Tony does hit so hard, Jay. When he does finally connect, you know, he can do a lot of damage, but the problem is with how far away or how far behind he is, and the fact that Max has a granite chin, it's not exactly going to be easy to put Max out, you know, away, even if you do start connect.
Yeah, and That's so crazy. Max has the greatest chin I've ever seen in my life. I just thought about that. Like his chin is insane.
I do think Max is gonna end up as one of the greatest when it's all said and done.
Yeah, he's already one of the greats. Is Max not a great?
No, like up there with like John Jones and Khabib.
He's up there in my mind.
Okay. Why did you just put Khabib?
What?
You said John Jones did Khabib, like, can we?
I'm
like,
so
you're
with you,
skipping a
bro.
bunch
I'm
of
so
names.
with you.
I
I'm
feel like,
so
what is
with
wrong
you.
with you? Huh?
30-0.
Bro. How many of those were 2-round fights? 3 minutes.
One man is undefeated in that. In those two, one man's undefeated and one man did hella steroids.
Hey, and that same sentence, one man went 15-0 by fighting 2 fights a night for a dad promotion, but we're not going like this is kind of crazy.
And let's be honest. Let's be honest out here. Those guys may have some special supplements, especially during.
And you know what's crazy? Okay, there's so many people. Like, he's a legend, but there's so many people you can put above him. And the problem is with all of this, Alex Pereira, right? His resume looks better than Khabib's already. Alex Pereira, how many champions he didn't beat, already looks better than Khabib's resume right now.
Resume for resume, not just numbers. 100%.
Yeah.
I don't think Doctor can talk still, so I guess I'm still here. For a moment.
No, it's not Khabib.
Hey,
you're
finally.
There you go.
Technology wanting to not work.
Well, I'll leave you guys to it. I'll be back, obviously, for the main card, I hope. But I'll leave you guys call the rest of this one.
All right.
Well, I have... What were you going to say, Joe?
I was going to answer Steven T in the chat. It's not Khabib to hate. Like, Khabib's... Oh, my goodness! Forget Khabib right now. He just died.
Jesus.
It's over.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's not Khabib hate. It's just, you know what I'm saying? There are people greater than Khabib. He's great, but he's not up there with John Jones and, yeah. Nope.
Just spinning elbow as well. That's... Oh, no.
Back fist.
That's a nice back fist. That's one of the first back fist KOs we've got.
That's
within
satisfying.
the league, I'm pretty sure. Like, you don't see the back fist pretty often. That's a pretty solid shot there. Nice timing, especially given the head movement there, Swaggy, as well.
Yeah, no, it was gorgeous. Eagle MMA came out here with one plan.
What was the plan?
Murder.
So he accomplished that.
Yeah, you ever hear that? You ever hear that song by that guy that's in jail right now? Like, I got
YNW
murder
Melly.
on my mind.
Hey, free YNW Melly. Yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah, that's Eagle.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah, why'd you say that guy? I'm like a diehard Melly fan.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, don't do that. Free Melly. But yeah, that's what he had. He had murder on his mind.
Yeah. He was blasting that song while doing that.
Oh, you can't lose if you blast that song because you're already in an evil mindset. He had one thing on his mind.
And murder.
Well, I mean, from one murder to another, we're going to stay on the same console.
One murder
to another. Yeah, this time around, we're going to see Jesus fight Ripe. So, Ripe's a notorious fighter. I think he's got several fight nights, always within that top 5 contendership area, and now he's fighting Muay Thai Jesus. If you didn't see post-mortem, this was definitely an interesting fight for both me and Swaggy to say. Like, both of them had looked quite good as time gone on, but this time around they're going to be fighting each other in the middleweight division. By the looks of it, Gastelum and Kevin Holland, which are bound for some interesting fights, especially for how short Gastelum is.
Yeah, man, the hate surrounding Ripe is crazy because Ripe is always called a gatekeeper. He's just not. He's just not a gatekeeper.
I swear you're the one who called him.
You're the one who called him.
I was going to say you're the one who called him a gatekeeper.
I would never.
Ripe should fight you. That's what should happen.
No, I have actually. Ripe kicks the dog shit out of me.
Most people do.
Yeah, like 99.9.
Huh?
When we're wrestling, putting you in the spite of God.
Yeah, you can try.
He said he could try. It's not gonna work. Swaggy keep calling Spider Guard. It's really called Missionary, but Swaggy likes renaming stuff.
Well, a couple of weird kicks coming out by Gaslam. I wouldn't expect it to be a kicking game for Gaslam. You can see Holland already trying to use those weird oblique kicks. They do quite a good job at stunning your opponents and get further shots off. But so far, if you're Gaslam, I suppose you want to keep it in tight, using those jabs, using that jab and then firing the hooks behind it afterwards to really make sure your shots are landing.
Yeah, and Swaggy, don't say Jay is scared of grappling. You could have said it. You didn't have to type that. Like, you typed that like, I can't see you right now, Swaggy.
I thought I did say it.
No.
Swag's so out of it right now. It's kind of funny. Well,
Nah,
cool kit there. Holland trying to put the pressure on. I mean, it's not a bad idea. He's got a lot of power. I think Holland's got 96 power indeed. And so that type of power being put on consistently as soon as you've got the pressure there is only going to amount to more and more damage as time goes on here.
Ooh. Nice. Ooh. And this is a good fight, but K1 Muay Thai Jesus is doing a good job. And I noticed a lot of them K1 guys don't like to grapple, but a lot of them have really solid striking, Swaggy.
Yeah, nah, a lot of the K1 guys don't like to grapple, but I feel like that's why they're called K1, because K1 was a name of a famous kickboxing promotion, and it was kickboxing, so there was no grappling, because it's just kicking and boxing. So I think that's why K1 is just primarily strikers stock.
But I mean, with the Kevin Holland pick here, he does have pretty good hands, really good kicks. But if needed, he does have the jiu-jitsu to fall back on it. Kevin Holland himself is rubber guard, a lot of great submissions, and then the ground striking to help boost that on later down the line if he wants to. So you also got to consider that when looking at someone like Holland pick. So although they mainly a strikers camp, doesn't necessarily mean that they won't be able to grapple in a lot of cases, because a lot of these strikers have really good takedown defense and really good bottom game.
Oof. Sheesh. All right, who do we give that round to? Oh, I was about to ask you the same thing.
I think I got it out first. No Diddy. So you gotta answer.
Swaggy, I think you wasn't watching the fight and you're high out your mind.
Nah, I was watching the fight. I would say Ripe won. I would say Ripe won. He was staying outside. He was doing his thing. But it was also a very close round. It could go either way.
Oh, okay. So you were watching a little bit.
I was seeing what was good. I pay attention.
I'm just making sure.
I'm taking notes.
I'd say maybe a bit of grappling at Gaslam. He has got the wrestling there. I have mentioned that Holland's got the jiu-jitsu, but seems like on the feet it's kind of they're just exchanging one after another, not necessarily trying to interrupt each other. So maybe a bit of that grappling game to mix up the game just to get something like that. But that works just as well, and that body work following as well.
Okay. That was close. Like I keep saying, on a pull, that body shot did some damage. You leaning like that, Swaggy.
Yep. My guy Ripe in there doing his thing right
Your
now.
guy.
Well, yeah, I'm a massive Ripe fan. If Ripe had more talent than I right now. Not biased, of course. Muay Thai Jesus doing his thing too. Ripe's just doing it better.
That sounds so crazy.
Like that slip.
Yeah. So when did you become a Ripe fan? Because I remember you calling him a gatekeeper. He's not this, that. Like, when did you become a Ripe super fan?
See, I believe that was you. And I've always been I've always been Ripe's #1 fan and Frosty's #1 fan.
Oh my goodness. Swaggy, I think you're the biggest hater.
If you're a post-mortem watcher, you can attest to that.
What, you being the biggest hater in the world? Yeah.
And I was a fat fan till he lost. Now he's fatty the laddie.
Moving back to this fight, a lot of exchanges, lead hooks and the rear uppercut to the body are the main tools used by both of those opponents. It's really the case of they're just going one after another. A head kick comes out of nowhere, does do some decent damage. But again, just feels like they can't find a clean route with their defenses. A lot of their defenses are quite tight, and so a lot of shots here are now just kind of hitting their block for the most part here.
Oh my goodness. You know what's crazy? I said this earlier too, Swaggy. I said this with your stream earlier. I just wish someone would play the game, would play UFC, and drown out the volume with gospel music. 'Cause that's hilarious, getting your ass whooped with gospel music on. Like, I don't, it's something, like, Doctor, imagine you're beating someone's ass, you keep dropping them, and all you hear is "Take me to the king." Like, that's horrible.
I don't know what Jay's obsession with this is today, because he did say it like 4 times during my time earlier.
That's good content. That's what that is.
Speaking of good content, so far I'd argue Ripe's done the most content within that round, second, winning it arguably. Did get the stun, significance do go into the favour of Muay Thai Jesus. Muay Thai Jesus winning the first round. I just saw his hit percentage back in round 1. 20 out of like 70 strikes. Ripe is having some real difficulty getting past that block.
Yeah, it's 1-1 right now. And Kevin Holland should just land his shots from the outside, keep landing, get out the way. Use your long-range weapon, because Kevin Holland is damn near... Not Kevin Holland, I mean Kelvin Gastelum is damn near a dwarf on here.
Yep.
Shit!
Just the amount of damage he's taken to the head health. You can see the difference whenever Ripe does manage to finally hit Muay Thai Jesus' head is... He's just having some difficulty. Now using the clinch, got elbows here to what the cuts. And knees comes out though instead, digging down to that body, trying to find an opening up top here, Joe, as well.
My goodness.
I think Ripe needs to wrestle here. Like, Ripe needs to start shooting. Ripe needs to get on the ground. Like, Ripe needs to turn this around, because he only has these last couple minutes.
Oh my! That was nasty. Dang, Ripe. Poor Ripe. That was a great win from Muay Thai Jesus. And Ripe, Swaggy's gonna go back to hating you again. I'm gonna be real with you.
Nah, I've been a Ripe fan every time he loses. You know, I just I say the same thing. You know, I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. You know, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed, and he just, you know, he'll get better. He'll get better. If not this season, next season, Ripe will one day be primetime champion. But that man, Muay Thai Jesus, he got it. He got it. Yeah. He built like that. He built different. He got that dog in him, Jay. That dog in him.
Yeah, so Ripe, he no longer likes you. He likes Muay Thai Jesus. He's a Muay Thai Jesus super fan now, right?
Well, Jesus did give Ripe a religious experience in the cage, managing to control for a lot.
More religious experience.
I was waiting to make that joke.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
For sure, he will be back. I mean, that was a good fight overall. Yeah, but with that being said, that was our featured prelim. So we're going to take a short intermission, and, have a toilet break, grab something to eat, and then we'll be straight back with our main card, which I believe is Trixie versus Kieran Crow. So if that states the level which we're starting the main card at, you just expect killer after killer on that part of the card.
What is going on, you beautiful bunch of savages? That is not me talking. That was Doctor. Appreciate you, my man. The little engine that can. Doctor once again covering all of the spots needed here at Primetime MMA. May see this man again a little bit later on. Appreciate you covering me, brother. But J Dime, Swaggy, calling all of the action with me as Swaggy gives him the thumbs down as the vendetta between Doc and Swag continues. We will look at some other vendettas that have been playing out here on UFC 5. Primetime MMA across both PlayStation and Xbox. There has been Killer's Row already. We have seen what has been 6 fights of pure madness so far. Some big standout wins. And obviously Muay Thai coming out there in that last one, really delivering in the featured fight of the prelim. What a brutal KO he was able to get. But J Dime, Swaggy, this next fight, the first fight of our 6-fight main card, is not BFAP Trixie. There was a small change to the graphic that we have there, as Regicide's Kieran Crow has gone missing. So we have Ali 10 stepping in on short notice to answer the call.
Man, you gotta push out the milk cottons with Karen Crow's face on them. You gotta do everything you can to find Karen Crow. We gotta find this man he's missing. But Trixie versus Aladipo is an absolute banger, Jay. I'm excited for this fight.
Yeah, I don't know the first part of what you said. I didn't hear none of that. I can't lie to you, but I'm just happy to see Trixie fighting and Ali's in here too. This should be a great fight.
Not wasting any time. Ali 10 using Leon Edwards. Trixie using Conor McGregor. Anybody that's been a fan of Primetime MMA for a long time knows that this man will go between the picks of Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, and occasionally he's out here with Leon and Usman. I don't know if this was a confidence thing up against Ali 10 being a short notice replacement, but I'm assuming he wasn't probably going to go Conor up until this point, unless he's fallen back in love with that boxing that Conor offers out here, Swag.
Yeah, nah, I mean, Conor's got crazy striking, and still got the crazy striking. That's why everybody still uses him, but, like, he's Trixie. It's Trixie controlling him. So, it's just added. Oh my god!
It's Trixie controlling him.
I think I've done cursed it. Jay.
Yeah, you've done an unimaginable amount of damage to him because of that. He wouldn't have got stunned if that wasn't for you. But, yeah, I think the reason he got Conor is Conor's striking is still elite, and he has some of the best animations in the game. And the fact that he's being Trixie, he's going to always know how to grapple, because it's not the fighter using, it's the player or that controller. That's what it really is. So Trixie gonna always know how to grapple, Cyrus.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's not the fighter picks, it's the man behind the sticks, and Trixie is 100% that man and has shown to be in that. I mean, he was getting rocked early, he got pushed a little bit by Leon Edwards, and you saw him adjust straight away. When he caught the kick, he tripped him up. He continues to work that boxing on the inside now. There are adjustments, he's taking this more and more seriously as the fight got a little bit more real for him. But there's not mess about. Ali has been an interesting competitor at the top for a little while. He's a little bit inconsistent in what he brings to the table out here, Swaggy, but when he's on, oh, he's a killer, but he may be getting killed right now.
Yeah, man. Oh my god! What the hell? He just threw him to the side for a dog? Trey, that was crazy.
Man, that hook lifted him off his feet. That looked like he was acting. It looked like he jumped when he got hooked. Like, that looked crazy.
Yeah, bro. That looked like The Rock selling a stunner.
Oh, brother. I remember. I know exactly what video that is, too. The Rock used to sell them Stone Cold stunners.
Oh.
Dialing in is Trixie right now, but you can see the adjustments from Ali already. Trying to be very, very proactive in his approach. Cage cutting, making it feel a little bit small in there right now. A little bit claustrophobic. And this is a lot better for him, man. The confidence, I don't know what happened. It's like getting rocked woke him up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. It did. It gave him like a boost. That, and like, he didn't just get knocked down. He got like he got like thrown down, like that was a crazy animation. Like I wouldn't stand for that.
You wouldn't stand for that?
All right, Jay.
No, I was asking. Like I was just asking the question.
Relax. And I wouldn't stand for that, and he's not gonna stand for that either, Cyrus.
No, I would imagine not. I will say Fadnator came into the chat, and I mean, one of the best minds of mixed martial arts in the esporting platform. I think he maybe hit the nail on the head. But, in this fight, Ali has all the ability to get the job done on any given night, but he does seem to get very nervous out here, and that leads him to make some low IQ decisions. This, however, is more back in his comfort zone, really starting to build up some momentum for him now as he approaches the 3.5-minute mark in this second round. Definitely not turned the tides yet, Jay, but all of the right steps definitely being taken.
Yeah, Ali's doing what he has to do, and he has to land some damage from timeout. When he's able to, he's out of timeout. I was about to say he has to do something with his timeout, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, it's hard to sit in top mount sometimes. It's a pretty hard position to hold. And Oladipo's been pushed right out of it twice. And it looks like Trixie's wrestling just fine, even though he's cornered, Jay.
Yeah, because it's not the wand, it's a wizard welding the wand. That's why, Cyrus.
Yes, yeah, mate. Normally for a different analogy, but I know what you mean. With him now being in top control, I know he's going to separate. He does, because Ali is like more of a wrestler. I mean, even Bad once again was in the chat saying it. I subscribe if Jake. Reaper, what is wrong with you, bro? Reaper, what is wrong with you?
You got a couple of people saying same to Reaper too. I don't know, Jay, you should do it.
No, I'm good.
This is so much better for him, man. Mixing in the striking and the grappling. Gets caught,
oh my
though.
God!
Wow.
Oh. It's because you said something.
It is. Not. We don't believe in jinxing over here, brother. We don't believe in jinxing right now.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. He's a yes, we do.
God damn.
Trixie understands since he was clipped early, he doesn't want to get clipped again. He's just being so aware defensively. Not really allowing too much of an opportunity for Ali. Always at the edge of those punches.
Oh shit.
And always landing his own. Just absolutely killer in the way that he approaches the game. One of the reasons he went down as the UFC 4 GOAT after a mass amount of success on that title. Hasn't quite hit that standard so far, Jay, on UFC 5, but you can see after the break he took, he is slowly amounting back that confidence, slowly bringing back all of the stylistic, tools that he had. I know this is Ali's kind of bag, but BFAP is built for ankle picking. This man is a grappler. People forget because he normally knocks people out, but he is a grappler.
Yeah, it's like I said, that's just in him. You don't have to get a grappler to know how to grapple. Being a grappler is in his genetic makeup. It's in his DNA, Swaggy.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Once a grappler, always a grappler. Once you've wrestled, everything in life is easy. And that's what Trixie's showing right now. Grabbing the ankle pick, got right on top, and now he's going to finish on top too, Jay. Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, you described it perfect right there. That's exactly what happened, Swaggy. He finished on top, no diddy.
That's it. I didn't.
Beautiful work for one of the absolute OGs and GOATs of the community, BFAP Trixie. Fair play to Ali 10, turning up on a very, very short notice. Had a lot of difficulties and adversities to overcome in this bout. Wasn't quite able to do it. A bit of an insurmountable task on such short notice, but he gave a good account of himself and had his own moments. I will be very much eagerly anticipating his return to the cage, but Tonight is the night of B-Fat Trixie, who once again gets himself further into that win column, and as he tries to amount a bit of a march back to that title. He's now 4-1. Needs 1 or 2 more. This is, he gets back into the win column with this one, but that's a good spot for him to be in as he looks at the rest of this season. But what I will say to you now, Jake, is that the next one I expect to be an absolute barn burner between Regicide's Dex Primacy, who recently challenged for a belt, and I'm not going to do it to you. Holdy is on the main card, my man. Now, look, he's looking for other accolades in this community. Go on, Swaggy. What were you going to say, bro? I see you ready.
And it's nothing nice. It's nothing nice.
What were you going to say, bro?
Holdy. I'm glad Holdy's on the main card.
No, you're not.
No, I am. I'm glad this fight's happening. Cause it is gonna be a barn burner. Just for only Dex. Dex is gonna be able to showcase his full talents here. Completely. Like in the sport of jiu-jitsu, they say you get better facing bums, and I mean, this is exactly what's happening for Dex. So it's gonna, no disrespect to Holdy. Much love for Holdy.
No, that's disrespectful. You can't call him a bum and say no disrespect.
Bro, you can literally not, right, spend a full minute disrespecting a man and then say respectfully. Like, that was the most John Jones move I have ever seen. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I stopped myself violating Holdy, to be quite honest, in the last one, and so, Swaggy came out here and he took that and he run with it, but look, Holdy has been working his way towards this opportunity. He wanted to get onto live cards for the longest time, was able to do it, now finds himself with an opportunity on the main card. I believe he's 3-1 unless he lied in the chat. No, he is 3-1 and he's on a +2, which is great stuff from Holdy. He's doing really, really good this season. Finds himself ranked number 10, and this is a big step up in competition with him because he's going up against a man who has only lost to the champion, Jay, and that is Regicide's very own Dex Primacy. So without further ado, brother, we're going to get straight into this one. Going to be a fun one. Lightweight is the weight class. 5-star picks now on full display.
And here we go. Is that prime Tony Ferguson? I can't see if it's prime Tony Ferguson because Swaggy head's in the way. But is that prime Tony Ferguson? Oh, yeah, I see now. Yeah, I see the shorts. Okay. I'm going to be real. The way I'm looking at this fight, it probably won't matter right now what version of Tony Ferguson he get. But a part of me wants Holdy to surprise everyone and win just because Swaggy hating on him.
I just put all my points on Dex.
Will Swaggy go broke? Will Holdy upset the balance here this evening? We don't have to wait long to find out. We have Holdy in the red corner using Prime Tony Ferguson going up against Volkanovski in lightweight. Interesting pick.
Oof.
Playing with zero sound. Mad.
Yeah, how do you... Like, that's weird because I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't just have to see me punch an opponent. I have to be able to hear it and be able to feel me punching my opponent.
Yeah.
He's like taking away some of his senses.
Yeah.
Trying to work that right hand a little bit. He's being pretty smart with it so far, Holdy is. Using slips well, getting out of range, trading a little tiny bit on the inside, but this being prime Tony Ferguson, he's going to have a chin of steel, so he can afford some of these trades, which he's doing pretty well at the moment. I mean, Dex, very smart behind his jab. Lots of lateral movement, Swaggy. But not really able to amount anything of a damaging or consequential fashion so far.
Yeah, no, they're both kind of taking it slow right now. They're both kind of taking it slow, keeping it at their pace, and ooh. Nice takedown. So that was a very nice takedown, Jay.
Yeah, it was, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I was about to compliment Holdy and say, look, he's got him cut a little bit, right? But this is where the fight changes, Cyrus.
Absolutely, it is. Now it's on. Fair enough. Back on the feet. I mean, I'm not against it, quite honestly. I know that this is traditionally where Dex does his best work. I think he's going to try to engage in this fashion. I mean, slip off straight lands for him. I feel like over time, his veteran savvy will start to make itself clear. But the early successes, for my money, are actually on the side of Holdy right now, who's having a bit of a standout performance so far, maybe having the fight of his life. It's just whether or not he can keep that up and avoid making any major mistakes, Swaggy, as he approaches the second and the third round.
Yeah, man, he's keeping good composure in there right now. You know, he's not looking as bad as I expected, and he's doing a good job in there. And Dex is taking it slow, and Dex is also doing a good job in there. You know, they're staying at a pace. Ooh, they dang it in the pocket for a second, but you know, they're keeping a nice pace, Jay.
Okay, so here's the thing. Most of the chat are over here saying, Holdy's winning. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, this may have put pressure on Dex, because even if Dex win, they expect him to win, right? If it's not a convincing win, if he don't dominate, it almost is looked at as a loss, Cyrus.
By many people, it probably will be. You know, if he doesn't get a finish anyway, I don't know about how dominant it will have to be, but if he gets a finish, I think that, you know, everybody will chalk it off as a big win, or like a win for Dex Primacy, or like the expected win. But like this is the whole thing, man. Mixed martial arts is very, very high level problem solving, as Joe Rogan always says, right? Typically with physical consequences, but there is no longer dire physical consequences in this, just moral, just ego, and just notoriety. And Holdy's still trying to claim onto that, is, you know, or trying to get to that at this stage. Dex has come close with his recent title shot, and, you know, he needs to bounce back from that, really. And this is a perfect opportunity for him to do so. But he's getting tested every step of the way. I mean, Holdy's kind of doing this pretty impressively so far. I mean, I'm liking the use of animations, the variance in it, and some of the tools that he's using. He's looking like a different guy out here.
Man, Holdy is holding his own right now. Mm-hmm. Whether you like him or not, whether they think Holdy is the worst player in the world, whatever, he's showing that he can compete.
He's doing a really good job right now.
Look,
I feel bad for what I said.
I've said this before, man, but especially with myself personally, I've called so many of these fights, man. Whether I like you or not does not matter. I have no real opinion on Holdy, other than I did give him the dunce hat once in Primetime MMA, but it was well deserved. But he's out here trying to get a different hat. He's trying to get that champ hat, that champ belt. And, you know, obviously he believes in himself, if nothing else. He's been in the chats from day dot, even when he was on Ed, talking a big game. And he's starting to put together some of the skills to back it up until he gets clipped with a massive overhand by Dex, two in a row. Wow. I don't know if he should have separated there.
See, now he's trying to make an example out of him now.
I feel like that's a bad idea for Dex, though, because I feel like Dex has already earned his respect in that first round, and Dex should not be playing around with Holdy right now. Like, Holdy earned his respect in that first round. Dex should not be playing around.
Do you know what he's doing, though? And this is the funny thing. Dex is like, I don't want to say it insultingly, like he's lowering what he's doing and getting better success from it. He's trying to like do things that's only like pros will be able to consistently avoid, with like overhands and so on. But the problem is that is playing fire with fire. Holdy, he is him. Holdy is him. Oh, Jesus. Holdy turns out to be that guy, Swaggy. You don't have a hat on, brother, but you need to find something to eat right now, because that was crazy, bro.
Hey, Swaggy just lost all of his points.
I did.
Swaggy has 0 points.
Yeah, I lost the house. I got 137.
Bro, listen to this. Listen to this, man. Holdy got his first... Now, what a night it is for this man. He got his first main card fight. He got a knockout in a fight that he was definitely an underdog in. And then he got a 10-7 on Swaggy and took all of his money. Like, Swaggy's living on ramen noodles for the next month until he's made that money back.
Yeah, listen. Swaggy is eating syrup sandwiches right now. It is over for him.
Yeah. Bro, I like can't that like what an underdog story. Like he just came in like he just fucking like the big bad commentator Swaggy talked mad dirt about him, and then he just proved them wrong. What a savage, you know.
Do you know what? For all the primetime postmortem listeners, my vote for Scum Bucket of the Week is Swaggy after that one.
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
no actually.
Oh, bro.
I give those out.
That's hilarious. Right, guys, very, very fun fight. Shit, just Jesus, man. Holdy absolutely delivering here this evening, getting a big, big win. I don't know where he's going to be right now, but he's going to be 4-1 coming into this now. His opponent was ranked number 6, he was ranked number 10, so he's going to find himself in that top 10 or definitely advancing up a few spots after a big win. If you don't know, in Primetime MMA, where you're placed on the card, the rank of you and your opponent, as well as the order or the finish type, plays a significant factor in the amount of points that you earn. So he was able to tick a lot of points off right there, getting points for getting onto the main card, getting points for getting a knockout over a higher ranked opponent, and he's got a second win with that 10-7 over Swaggy. So like those points and those wins stacking up very, very, very quickly. But you know what we have?
Crazy.
You know what we have next though, J-Dime? Talking about insanity, talking about crazy turns of events. Due to a turn of events, the main card that we had scheduled here for this evening wasn't able to go ahead. So the matchmakers in the back, when I say matchmakers, Doctor, Goddamn Who, and myself came up with the idea to give K1 Cooked up against what remained of Vuck a number 1 contender matchup, not for next week, not for the week after, but for tonight, for all of the marbles. The winner of this next bout between K1 Cooked and what remains of Vuck Gaming gets an opportunity to challenge for that PlayStation belt, J-Dime, in the main card up against Naz. Incredible, incredible fights that are going to be, and I believe it builds a storyline and momentum for these two guys, and that title fight we will see later on this evening.
Man, this is, listen to me. K1 Cooked. Like all them K1 guys, I've been impressed with their striking. Win or lose, as of late, I've been impressed with their striking. But Vuck is like such a tough test for anyone because Vuck, he's going to put that pressure on you. He's going to grapple. And Vuck also strikes really good off his back foot now. He throws, like he's a way better striker than he was. So Vuck is a tough test for anybody right now.
I believe so. I know that obviously he competed a little bit earlier on. You guys both called his fight. I don't think he won that entire thing, but you know what it is. Sometimes when you get checked a little bit, it can re-motivate you, reinvigorate you. And Vuck Gaming, I feel like he's a guy that sometimes he requires a little bit of extra motivation to get himself the best performances. And I feel like that may have been that extra fuel here this evening. And the fact that if he wins, he gets an opportunity at the belt. But let's be real, K1 Cooked out here trying to spoil Vuck's night, trying to claim victory for himself, Swag.
Things did not go Vuck's way today, but Vuck is here tonight, and Vuck has been preparing for this. Vuck has been on the game all day. He's been getting ready. He's been preparing to go to war, and I expect big things out of Vuck right now. But Cooked has that dog in him, and Cooked is gonna be barking in there and trying to land his shots and do his thing, Jay.
Yeah, you said he gonna be barking in there, but the barking don't mean shit. Is he gonna bite? That's where the real question.
You're not allowed to do that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The fact that he opened up this fight with a spin kick to the body gives me massive, massive concerns to his ability to get a victory here this evening up against Vuck Gaming. We may begin to see the start of the Vuckening here this evening. That was concerning, Jay. I mean,
yeah, that's so. You know what that reminded me of? You know when Connor used to start and throw that spinning kick?
Yeah.
Except Connor would actually hit you.
Yeah.
He didn't hit anything.
I've never seen anybody willingly take Vuck down? Like, why would you willingly go down there with him?
I'm a defender. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I know what he was thinking. He's thinking, man, I'm a wrestle the wrestler. That's what he's thinking, because a lot of people good when they're on top, but on bottom it's different. But now Vuck is where he wants to be. So maybe that was a dumb decision.
Yeah, look, he poked the fire to see if he could help put that thing out, but it made it stronger, and it put him in a position that he definitely wanted to be. But people forget Kevin Holland has rubber guard. It's honestly, Swaggy knows because I don't shut the fuck up about it, but I love rubber guard, and rubber guard is an incredible technique from the full guard position. It can cause all sorts of problems for wrestlers and grapplers as a whole. It's just whether or not Cooked is going to be able to implement it effectively. You know, especially with doctor stoppages in this fight, Swag, the cuts that you can get from all of the elbows in that position can be really, really problematic.
Yeah, no, 100%. He just has to be able to defend the escape from it,
Yeah.
which he can. Well, he might be able to, but he did it right there twice.
He throws the spin again, lands with this one, J-Dime. K1 Cooked, now trying to live up to the K1 name and show some of that kickboxing style as he gets ankle pipped by Vuck Gaming. East.
Oh, nice. He got out of that. But, yeah. Oh, nice. He's doing a good job. To be real, we're going to chalk this round up and have him. We have 40-something seconds left. I'm going to make sure he can do no damage, and this is the problem here. He got stat guard on him. Oh, my God.
The absolute worst thing that can happen happened. I'm surprised he wasn't able to continue to rain down more and more, especially with the stamina advantage. But Vuck Gaming isn't done yet. See, that right there, after all that success, that was the concerning thing from Vuck. He stands up in boxing range and throws a body roundhouse. Those are the things that get Vuck caught, and if he can drop those from his game, Swaggy, he becomes like a 9 to 10 out of 10 fighter. Like, because he's a capable, very able fighter. I feel like just on the feet sometimes he makes some wild moves.
Yeah, no, Vuck is great. Vuck is one of the best, but sometimes he makes bad decisions, and that's what separates him from being great and being GOAT, you know?
Yeah, he has so many tools, man. Like, I see so much potential in Vuck's game, and that's scary considering how dangerous he is already. That was a nice body roundhouse right there, right at the end of range. You know, he does have the fight IQ. I don't know if the moment sometimes gets to him, but momentum is definitely his friend, and he ain't letting up that momentum. Building, Jay.
Yeah, damn. This is when it gets scary, because it's not just grappling. Vuck has done the damage now. Now this turns into, it's like a snowball effect. Everything's gonna start going downhill now.
Mm-hmm. For all the marbles Vuck Gaming has wanted, that championship belt for so long. Look at the punish right there. Beautiful, Swaggy. Beautiful work from Vuck Gaming. The Vuckening in full effect right now.
Yeah, man, he's out there doing his thing. He's oh my God, he landed everything he wants to land. He's standing in the pocket with him. He's doing his thing right now, and just Cook got no answers.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's it. Oh, he could have finished it. Why you do it to me? Make me a liar out here, Vuck. I'm done.
Look at it, like, come on. Why did you throw that knee?
That was the equivalent of bowing and letting your opponent get knocked out. Like, knock you out. That was the equivalent. That was pure frustration. That was absolute and utter frustration right there from K1 Cooked. He got cooked right there, Swaggy. Vuck came out here, and I say it all the time, but the Vuckening has begun. We'll have to see if he can continue that momentum into that main card, as he's now booked himself an opportunity to compete for the PlayStation strap up against the one and only champion in Naz.
Yeah, man. Cook didn't just get cooked. He fought like he's been cooked. And I think, that was bad. I think he needs to go back, because K1 is just like a group of beautiful strikers, and Cooked just came out and it was bad.
Listen, Vuck put him on a grill and cooked him. Like, that was bad. Like, Cyrus was right. From the first bell, we seen him throw that backyard bullshit at him. And then at the end, he did the same thing. That was almost like conceding defeat. He threw that knee for no reason. Like, oh my, like, no disrespect to him. He's gonna get in the lab and get better. But today it was not your day. Nope.
Well, lads, the pace of this evening has been an absolute breath of fresh air. We are very efficient over here at Primetime MMA, and so are the fighters in the way that they deliver all of the action that we do desire. This next one is expected to continue that momentum, Swaggy. We are going to be having AKA Dave up against K1 You're a Bum. I'm expecting big things. I hope this won't go ahead. I know that Dave was having some connection issues earlier, but I believe that that's all resolved right now.
Well, let's not talk about the connection issues from Dave. However, yeah, no, I was intrigued about this fight on Postmortem this week because I love Eurobum's name. And Dave, if I'm correct, Doc, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. I believe Dave is 5-2 right now.
That's correct.
So he's got 3 more losses left. Because Dave goes 5-5. There's no in between or nothing. 5-5, 5 wins, 5 losses, and then he'll come back 5 wins, 5 losses, and he's consistently inconsistent, and it's wild with his record, Jay.
No, he's not inconsistent. That's really consistent. It's 5 wins, 5 losses, 5 wins, 5 losses. That's the epitome of consistency.
It actually is. But I will say that I believe that Dave can break that absolute curse that has plagued him in the past. He's a very, very capable competitor. When he's on, he is a fucking problem for anybody. And honestly, I don't know if I've called You're a Bum's fight before. I don't know if I've ever seen this guy fight, so I don't know what to expect from this dude, but he's going to have to impress us here this evening, and he's got a great dance partner to do that with, somebody that's going to be willing to engage you, J-Dime, in every respect of mixed martial arts. Dave doesn't shy away from grappling, doesn't shy away from striking. He'll kind of almost let you dictate where the fight takes place and meet you with hell, in those positions.
Okay. So, how many losses does Dave have in a row right now?
2.
Okay, 2. Okay. It's time for Dave to break this curse. All right, because this narrative, it's like breaking a curse, because it's always 5 good, 5 bad, 5 good, 5 bad. I feel like for Dave to reach the next level in his progression as a fighter, he has to break this curse.
I agree, and maybe that's what he's doing right now. Maybe he's praying to his god. Maybe he's offering up some form of sacrifice, because I don't know why we're still watching these guys look at each other, both being Leon Edwards.
Yeah, they're just staring at the screen.
I'm going to die of old age, if nothing else, by the time this happens. So, okay, they have gone down to bantamweight, the chosen weight class. We are having Umar up against Shaw.
Listen to me. Dave has learned his
Dave
lesson.
Umar?
No, he learned his lesson from earlier.
Okay,
when Dave wanted to pick a wrestler, even though he's a striker. Listen, so maybe Dave losing earlier helped him, because now he's getting a striker. He's getting something that fits his genetic makeup, Cyrus.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. And who is streaming this one? Let me go and check, because whoever's streaming this one is going to lose, because they play with no sound like a psychopath. This doesn't actually. You're a bum, man. Why'd you play with no sound? That's crazy. Maybe he's a grappler, and maybe he's just out here trying to zone in. Didn't want any outside distractions, like the impact of a shin to the face to distract him. MK's trying it, bro. He just needs to get himself off that cage line, Jay. I mean, Sean's great backing up, but he needs space to work, of course.
Oh, yeah. Sean just needs to stay on the outside. Throw the jab from different angles. Use your footwork. Throw the jab moving towards your right. Throw the body jab. Just mix up the angles and fight him from the outside. And it's going to annoy him. It's going to force him to shoot a takedown from a range he don't want to shoot from, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, exactly. And Umar, short dude, So like shooting a far takedown may necessarily be bad for him.
We have seen multiple switches
Oh.
of stances out of MK Dave so far. Very, very impressive footwork. And I think that is a key to success for him here this evening. The fact that he was able to stop that initial takedown attempt, also very, very promising. But he needs to be careful not to be the one frustrated, Jay. Otherwise, it will lead to more exchanges like this, and ultimately that will play into Bum's favor.
Calling him bum is funny, but that's his name.
It's his name, bro. It's his name.
Yeah, we just gonna keep calling him bum. Yeah. But Bum has to find a way to close this distance right now.
Why I love his name, man. Like his fantastic name. I hope he sticks around.
Oh.
Well, as our friend Roger always says, he may be getting fraud checked right now. He's having a lot of problems early on. If he can't take this guy down, if he can't take Dave down, it looks like it's done, man. He's not really been offering too much up on the feet. He seems like a bit of a fish out of water in those positions. Dave has a clear advantage in these striking exchanges. But that obviously may change very, very quickly if it hits the mat.
The problem is, it's not going to hit the mat because look at the distance Dave is fighting him from. It's not touching this mat.
Look, missed kicks, man. That's fucking. Like, I almost threw up.
Oh my God. That's so crazy because he still doesn't have Dave's distance. So,
bro.
How many missed kicks? Like, he cannot get near him right now.
Take your PlayStation, unplug it, throw it in a river. That was horrendous. How do you miss kicks like that, bro? Like, that is madness. That is madness. He's obviously like a very, very dangerous grappler. I don't want to, I don't want jetting this guy too much out here, but he needs a takedown like his life depends on it, because it does. His life does depend on it right now.
Man, he don't know how to close distance. And it's not easy. Like, this range is messing him up, Cyrus. Yeah. Because he's trying to get in without taking no risk. He may have to get hit to get in. Yeah. I'm going to be real with you.
He's getting hit regardless right now. Like,
yeah, so you might as well. At least you.
Yeah,
that's a positive sign.
100%. And I mean, at this stage, like, I wouldn't blame this guy. Chaining those things together, ending up with a high number of takedowns, because
he should do that.
Yeah, he cannot compete on the feet right now. It's clear. It's clear that this is not the path to success for him, Swag.
No, absolutely not. He needs to take down, he needs to try to clinch or something, maybe try to push him on the cage. But Dave is doing a really good job staying in the middle of the octagon, Jay.
Yeah, and every takedown he shoot, he doesn't have to get. Sometimes he may have to shoot a takedown just to get closer to him to close the range. The takedown can set up your actual takedown. The first one's a bluff for real, Cyrus.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. 100%, man. Like, he did it actually once earlier, feinted a single leg into a punch, into a clinch. It's like stuff like that I think is really, really needed. I know it taxes the cardio quite a lot, but yes, just more and more like this. More and more like this. But, I mean, Dave, fucking so on point right now. He's breaking the curse, or trying to here this evening. You just got to be careful not to get carried away with himself.
Oh my God. Okay, if he missed another head kick, Cyrus.
Yeah. Like, honestly, if he's one that, if he continues to miss head kicks like that, he's gonna have to change his name from Yorubum to I'm a Bum, because like this is next level right now. Accuracy is like 0.25%. He does finally hit the ground, and he has 1:30 to work, so not a lot of time, Swag, but this is really where he's gonna have to deliver and get something working for him.
Man, he needs to get into a position where he can land ground and pound if he wants to make this useful, because it's going to be useless if Dave can get out of this position, or if this minute is wasted away with no damage, Jay.
Man. There we go. This is what he needed. This is his moment. He cannot panic here. He has to take advantage.
Oh, and he is. He is. This is actually massive for him.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's massive for him.
He needed that.
Now the entire fight has changed. We have potentially another 5 minutes after this round. Goodness, man. Like I said, he's obviously a specialist on the mat. Like minute 30, he almost ended the fight. If he had another minute 30, fight's probably done.
The only tough thing about that is he now needs to get him back down, which he's already shown he has trouble doing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough because he's gonna have to put himself in harm's way again, but he's seen himself execute a takedown. Sometimes you just need to see it one time, and he's done it, and he's held him. So maybe that'll give him more confidence going into this round, Cyrus.
Yeah, absolutely. And like look, this is so much better. Like, I don't know if Umar has them, but you can even throw up like guillotines right there, pull guard, try and reverse the position. There's so much that you can do to get the mat fight to the mat, other than just shooting a standard single or double leg. Catching those kicks will start to go a long way as well, to be quite honest with you. He's like had no answer for the striking. For his sake, I hope he gets it to the ground, but for Dave's, obviously he needs this on the feet all times. Oh,
not there we go. There we go. Ooh.
Oh, wow. So much time to work on this one. 3 minutes.
This is turning real bad for Dave.
What it was, though, Swag, right? He just got carried away once again. He literally threw a 4-punch. He needed to keep them in 1s and 2s for the rest of this round.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if this fight turns the way I think it's going to turn, we'll talk about it. It'll come up. I just don't want to get ahead of myself here.
Speak your mind. Let it.
I'll tell you what it is. It's not Dave, being gassed or nothing. It's the curse.
It's the curse. So I appreciate those Swaggy. What Swaggy's doing is he was burnt pretty hard in the Holdy fight, so he's now trying to edge his bets a little bit and not.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. That was pretty bad. Holdy made me look pretty bad.
Wow! Oh my god! Man. Oh my god!
That's huge for Dave. Awful for...
Dave was not able to get up, so he started saying his Our Fathers. He started saying his Hail Marys, and his prayers were answered.
Ooh. He needed that.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Ooh. He needed that.
By the grace of God, he may be able to break the curse.
If he win this, it was meant to be. It was meant for him to break that curse.
Bro, if he doesn't keep it to 1s and 2s and stop throwing these flying knees, I may just walk out the room.
Oh! Yeah, keep it simple. That's all you got to keep it simple. Throw 2 shots. Get out. Bait the counter. Like, just keep it simple. And you have this.
Oh, there it is. Keep that. 1s and 2s. Stop doing the 3, bro, and stop kicking for the whole... Oh, wow.
There we go.
Save more lives than seatbelts once again. He's... Can he do it?
Holy shit. Dave broke the curse.
Don't jinx him like that, bro.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
The EA gods. The EA gods. Let's see if they do it the other way now and put the decision the other way. We don't know, right? We don't know. He did. He won it. MK Dave. Golly, 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 golly. That is an incredible turn of events. He was saved. He was saved by EA right there. No doubt about it. No other way to put it. Fuck, man. Like, I'm honestly speechless. You can't write this shit.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow. With that in mind, we do now have our co-main event up ahead of us. It's going to be between 2 guys that have been in this community for a very long time. Veterans doesn't quite cut it when you're talking about these competitors. The long-time GOAT of UFC 5, who recently lost his belt and is looking to get that shit back. And that is FSK Fadinator, also known as Faddy the Goddamn Faddy, going out there against the young prodigy in Lilo, who is Striker's masterclass 9 times out of 10 and wants to try and put it all together up against the GOAT of UFC 5 right now. Now, I know that, Swaggy, you once believed this. I know that you're now trying to call him Faddy the Laddie, and I won't hear that disrespect, my man, because he is still that man. But there is plenty of those guys when it comes to, like, top-level martial arts.
No, you know, Fadinator is top level, and this is why this fight is the people's main event, because when Fadinator's fighting, people are watching, and you know, I'm calling him Fatty the Laddie right now, because you know he lost his title belt when I feel like he shouldn't have. However, I do know he'll come back, and this is a perfect opportunity to earn that title shot. You know.
Okay. All right. First, why did you call Lilo the prodigy?
He's been a young prodigy for a long time, bro. This
man, listen. You can't be a young prodigy forever. Eventually, you got to get older.
He's not older, bro. He's not older. He's still. I don't know how old this kid is. I think he's like 14, 15, something like that, 16 somewhere.
Because watch this. Because if anything, you could say Fadinator's prodigy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, if the shoe fits, Fadinator has had the highest accomplishments by far. Lilo kind of took himself out of the running for being a bad boy at one point, but he's not back. He's not back. He's making a run. He's trying to put it all together. Matured himself into a young man and looks to try and get a big W over Fadinator here this evening. Once again, we apologize about the stream. It's not our end. It seems to be having an issue with a bunch of people on Twitch here today, but thankfully it stabilizes quickly and we continue to see the action unfold. Max Holloway for the side of FSK Fadinator, and of course Lilo on the other side from him using Ilya Taporia in the blue corner. A fun matchup, one that we will hopefully get to see IRL soon enough, Swaggy, but we get to see Fadinator utilize Max Holloway here this evening. Two guys absolutely in the prime of their career.
Yeah, nah, for sure. This Max is a fire addition to the game, and I'm a big fan of this Max. And yeah, hopefully we do get to see this fight IRL soon. But they're just standing and banging in the pocket right now. So.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Lilo can't allow himself to get overwhelmed by this. Lilo has the power advantage, but Fadinator's throwing so much, and it's accumulating. It's adding up. Oh.
Sweep the leg.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If Lilo were to win this, Lilo said I owe him an apology.
Swag. Fadinator's so dialed in right now. He is not taking the disrespect kindly, and he wants to show everybody he is still that guy.
Yeah. Oh.
I may owe him an. Never mind. I was gonna say I may owe Lilo an apology right now.
The thing with that, Cyrus, is sometimes fighting like that's not the best. It might go to bite you in the butt.
Bro, he was so far ahead until he just got clipped. Ilya does hit so hard. Oh no, what's going on? Who just got rocked? It's Fatty again.
Oh! It's a game of momentum, and Lilo has got his moment twice. Lilo has to take advantage of all these moments. Oh, that power.
Like his block is consistently lower, but he just hits so much harder that when he gets the trade-off cleanly, it's not comparable.
Nice. Oh.
Jab straight into the hooks. Lovely work.
Nice.
Lilo. Ah!
Why that overhand?
Throwing it at the end there, bro. Throwing it.
Jeez. That was a crazy round, and Lilo had his moments. Lilo should be confident going in a round two. but he cannot get carried away because every mistake he make will be capitalized on.
And now even just like the subtlest of shots are taking away Bad Nature's block. Ooh, nice little trade there.
Oh.
Good
Yeah,
composure from Lilo.
Fad just coming in, making good adjustments.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Too clean.
Oh.
Too slick with it.
Oh, good fan. Oh, good overhand.
Oh my God.
He's locked in right now. Oh, my. Hold on. Oh.
Stop doing this, Twitch.
Stop. I want to see the match.
Oh, shit.
You know what's crazy? Lilo's had some moments here. Oh, in the body shot.
He really has, but I honestly think now the writing might be on the wall, bro. Might be done.
Sober.
Way to go, bro! Way to go!
Oh,
I'm
my.
speechless. I'm
Bad
speechless
kill,
like
though.
that. I mean, if it
I
wasn't
want
for
to know
that...
how many strikes he landed.
Well, yeah, we'll get to see that now, but... Wow. If it wasn't for the spinning back fist earlier, I would have said that was knockout of the night. Like, he sent him astro-traveling through the air after that uppercut. Wow. Wow. He landed in the recovery position. That's something, I suppose. Well. Fatty the Baddie gets it done again. Gets another win in his side of the bracket. I believe that now makes him 6-1 on a +4. Is that right? I thought
For Fatty?
Yeah, if he's now on a +4, this man's up for the belt next. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. He's back at it, man. He's punched his way back to the Primetime Gold. Gets an opportunity to fight up against his teammate Driz next time out. Talking about championships, though, J-Dime, you know what time it is, my man? We have the main event of this evening still to
Here we go.
And it is between the Soviet style of Naz himself, the current reigning PlayStation champion, going up against what remains of Vuk Gaming on short notice. He took the opportunity, he's fought, obviously, for that #1 contender matchups, and he won it in fanatic fashion. Now gets the biggest of opportunities to finally get his hands on that Primetime Gold. We could see...
Why is Leon looking at me like that? Okay. Okay.
With that, you see Leon Edwards, of course, being picked by Naz, but on the other side, we are having Kamaru Usman. I don't think that should be too much of a surprise, Swaggy, from Vuk Gaming in this weight class.
No. I have a feeling Vuk's gonna come out, and Vuk's gonna earn that title the only way he knows how, and that's to sit on top of Naz and just pound in massive shots, Jay.
What'd you say?
But I said he's gonna get on top and ground and pound.
That's not what you... I know exactly what you said. But yeah, I agree with you. But I think Naz is going to fight this fight from the outside like he's been fighting recently. He's been fighting from the outside with patience lately, Cyrus.
Absolutely, he has. I feel like one of the things, and he's aware of this, I think that Naz does kind of analyze his own game pretty well and pretty, unbiasedly. And he knows that sometimes he gets caught into just fishing for his signature counters. The steps he's taken to be a little bit more mindful of his all-round mixed martial arts game has led to a lot more success from him. I believe it's what won him the belt And it might be the reason it's quite difficult to get that belt from him. Vuk is going to have to truly bring the Vuckening here this evening if he's going to get his hands on the gold, because Naz has been in the absolute prime of his career up until recently. Yeah.
Oh. Nice. And Nas has really good composure. Like I said, he fought really well from the outside as of late. He really, I'm not going to say he takes the first round off now, but he's really just used that to make his calculations before he make his counters for next round, Swaggy.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That they both fight like that though. They're both very calculated, and they both
Nice.
make. Oh, yeah. Nah, see, this is exactly what I expected from Vuk, to get an early takedown and really just sit on top of the ground and pound and just really try to build up that damage and make Naz work for it.
Nice work. Couple of little bunny shots. Getting in a half guard. He's trying to feint out that top guard. Maybe going to go side control. But Naz all
Nice.
over it. Once again, the composure from Naz allows him to easily reverse positions. I imagine he's going to be happy to engage in this until he's not, J-Dime. He's very, very much trying to control his overall performance here this evening. Shout out to OFC Online Fights coming through with a raid of 33. We appreciate you, my guys. Hopefully you had an amazing Grand Prix. I believe you had. It's enough. They couldn't join at a better time, J-Dime. Main event time.
This is perfect. No, this is perfect timing right here, because they joined in for the main event, for the maybe the best fight of the night, the most important fight of the night.
Woo. PlayStation title on the line. Vuk Gaming winning this opportunity a little earlier in the card on short notice, but Naz trying to cinch up a Darce choke right now. And he goes for it. How did he get out of that?
You know, I noticed that earlier. Vuk always gets out of those subs. He knows something.
I know that if you engage it as they're trying to cinch it up, like basically the same time, you will almost always escape, unless you're at a massive stamina advantage, which he was. Which he was, my man. Are you allowed sprawl undeniables?
Yes. See, I was typing it.
Now it's back.
He is doing that, Ozzy. He for sure is.
Now it's back on the feet, of course. This is actually where Naz is going to be able to do his best work traditionally, although he did have a lot of success on the mat in that last one. You mentioned it earlier, composure, right? And just the overall approach from Naz seems to continue to have developed and improved over time, which is scary considering he was always a tough opponent to fight, but right now just looking so technically proficient as well out here, Swaggy. He's not making too many mistakes, if any at all.
Nice.
No, he's really not. He's fighting exactly like he needs to fight, Jay.
Yeah, and he's making Vuk desperate. It's that patience. Vuk isn't ready for that patience. Oh, nice! And that should actually hurt him. There you go. Vuk is looking for anything to give him confidence. He needs a stun. He needs something, because right now Nas is flowing, Cyrus.
Absolutely, my man. He is fully in his own style right now. This is the problem, though. He's got to be careful to not get carried away. He knows, man. He knows that it can all be taken away at a moment's notice, Swaggy. And after so much success early on, you don't want to throw it all away just fighting with ego and, or any of that shit, really.
I feel like the whole fighting with ego thing has really been like tonight's like theme, right? Like in a bunch of fights we've seen guys get knocked the fuck out because they were fighting with ego, and yeah, you really don't want to work so hard in a fight where like you open your ego up and then.
Oh, that's something Vuk has been doing a lot recently. He throws that front kick leaning back off the back foot, and And it throws people off guard, Cyrus.
Yeah, it's a retreating front kick. Like,
Yeah.
it looks so dodgy, but people are trying to crush that distance, trying to follow up with their own combos, and they get caught lacking. Now, Vuk Gaming, still behind in this fight, to be quite honest with you, but definitely a step in the right direction from him, and he might be able to use that confidence building to move him forward in this fight, Swag.
Yeah, no, he definitely needed that to really like push his confidence a little bit, because he's still got a whole nother round. Oh, I'm sorry, he's still got a whole nother 3 rounds after this.
Nice, man. Keeping those combinations nice and short right now. Sort yourself out, servers. This isn't even their stream. This is their this is actually the servers. This is pausing for them. I've seen a few people complain about it. I think that this is a server issue at the moment. No way. No way. That is horrendous, my guys. That is horrendous. Who is streaming? Who is streaming? This is Naz.
Oh, it looks like his PlayStation overheated.
That is crazy. What you're going to need to do, lads, is give us 60 seconds or so to work out what's going right there. Don't leave the... Well, you have to leave the fight now, don't you? So, I mean, that's 2 rounds up in my books. There's 2 rounds up for Naz. But we will come back to this in a second. At least allow us just a moment, lads. We do apologise. Unfortunately, we can only work with the game that's given to us. And sometimes this shit happens. 60-second intermission, and we'll be right back with you.
Yeah.
What is going on, you beautiful bunch of savages? We are back. Hopefully now getting into the main card. So we're going to have to break this shit down for you. Anybody that's joining, anybody that's a little bit unaware, of course, they played out 2 rounds. 2 rounds where Naz was largely ahead. Vuck did get a stun in that second round, but it was his that cut out. So what we have now is we are going to run a 3-round fight. And the first 2 rounds are going to be banked for Naz after the performance that he was just having. And they're going to run back a 3-round fight. Now, this obviously isn't perfect. We're playing in an imperfect world. We are going to not waste any time and get straight into it, because I tell you what, before these guys actually get into it, well, we'll switch across to the live card. This is what happened, lads. This is what happened to. This is what happened. This is his PlayStation, brother. Keep your equipment clean.
Okay, listen to me. Whose PlayStation is that?
That's Vuck's, bro.
Okay, all right. Listen, hold on, Vuck. All right, this is how we do. Okay, give me a second. Oh, listen, it's right. You gotta dust this shit. You feel me? You can use an air can, right? You can use a fucking air can when you open this up, or listen, take a fucking duster and dust your shit, or dust your shit. All right, I'm done. But like, yeah, you gotta keep your stuff clean.
Nah, not Jay with the props like Carrot Top. Fucking.
Bro.
Like that was bad. I can't even.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I know why it's blowing up now.
Yeah, like we know why. Ooh.
I do love that he broke down all the props, though. PrimeTime's Casey Rocket, for sure. Now, Naz has come into this fight, obviously. He was so far ahead in that one, stamina-wise, health-wise. This actually is a bit of a disadvantage to him. So shout out for being, very pliable. Championship attitude, as has become to be expected when working with Naz, quite honestly. He has always been happy to take any fights given to him, and he has been able to deliver in those. Now, the thing is, because he has 2 rounds banked, Jay, he really only needs to win 1. And then, Vuck needs a finish. But Vuck has an opportunity to come out here full stamina, full health, and just try to blitz this and get a finish.
Ooh. Yeah. And it looks like Vuck is going for it, too. Vuck is going to walk straight forward, Swaggy.
Yeah, no, Vuck knows he's down 2-0 coming back into this. Vuck's mad because his PlayStation keeps exploding on him, so he's gonna take all
but
of his
that's
anger.
own fault. This is his own fault right there.
Nah, that is true. I mean, it be hard sometimes. Sometimes you just don't know.
But it looks like he's never cleaned it.
Yeah, it looks like he legit didn't know his hands were back there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, snap!
Oh. Oh, that front kick.
Yep.
See,
Damage.
Everybody's saying that he turned it off on purpose. Like, Vuck has competed here for so long. Trust me, there was other times. If he was a guy that did that, there was other times.
Listen, it turned itself off on purpose. He didn't turn it off.
Nah, bro. If you saw that picture, you know, like.
Nice.
Oh. Oh. Like, that front kick can catch you. If you're not ready for it, that can really catch you. Dang, he going. You see the long combos he's throwing? He's going for it all right now, Swaggy.
Yeah, he is. He's really throwing bombs right now. He needs that.
God. Okay.
Well, right. Still Nas's round, right? Like, this guy's now won the fight if he doesn't get knocked out.
Oh my god. I'm glad to see people have learned not to glove touch Nas.
There's an easy way to solve this. Just don't touch people gloves in competition.
Fake
Nah,
glove,
I
fake
feel like
glove
some
touching.
people.
You said what, Swaggy?
Some people's you can touch gloves.
No, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to fake glove touch. Just don't touch gloves at all. It takes away that problem completely.
Oh, I fake glove touch everybody. If the glove goes out, I'm throwing a hit.
I don't touch gloves either.
That's just disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful? It takes away that problem. It takes away that problem.
You're not giving me the chance.
At least give you the chance to fake glove touch. Oof.
Like, this is honestly just going much the same as the first. If I'm being real.
Yeah,
with
this is the same fight.
Oh wow,
Yeah, oh.
that was almost over. I don't know how he cancelled that overhand.
That front kick, you keep trying it.
Swaggy though.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Ooh. Oh.
I mean, Naz willing to risk it. He's doing the Max Holloway dance out here, bro. He's up. He's ahead. He's won the fight, basically, if he doesn't get knocked out, but he's still looking to get that finish and willing to risk it all to do so.
He even shot for a takedown.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh boy.
I love the
He's-
continued head movement into that lead hook.
He's trying to style on him, that's why.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
He was about to throw that front kick again.
the doctor stepping in. This one's going to continue.
That don't even look like blood. That look like ketchup. Hurry up.
They could have given them some voices right there, though, right? They could have said something. The fact is that they don't say anything ever. The doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor needs to back off. You ain't wrong, OFC. You ain't wrong.
Get him out the way.
The doctor cares.
He doesn't care. Oh, nice.
Doctor's watching closely from the corner. You can see him right there.
He's always there. This is exactly where Vuk wants to be. On top, landing shots.
That got a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
He does it again, man. He does it again. Look at the blood on the octagon,
Oh,
man.
Yeah, but does he really have the advantage here, Swaggy? It's supposed to be strong. He may not be the better grappler.
I think they're pretty even on the ground. I think
Yeah.
I would probably edge it a little bit to Vuk, but like on the feet, there's such a noticeable difference
Yeah.
to Naz. And that's obviously the deciding
Yeah.
factor. I mean, he is now 3 rounds up, or 4 rounds up.
Yeah, I know it's on 3 rounds, Reaper. It's supposed to be on 3 rounds. Because they already played the first 2, so this is like running the final 3, Reaper.
Yeah. At least we're at the point now where, you know, if anything happens, if his PlayStation explodes again, we know there's a winner. You know, there's basically a winner. It's all on Vuk to get a finish right now.
Man, his PlayStation on its last legs right now. That thing on life support.
is insane. I feel like the PS5 just came out.
Oh, now he's disrespectful. Nope.
High IQ move from Naz, getting a power single leg, high crotch. Dumped him on the center of that mat after a little twitch and styling on him a little bit, and now is likely to try and slowly advance ground and pound until he can find a finish in this bout.
Oh my goodness. Nice. Oh. No. The problem. No. The problem is he has less stamina here than Leon had at that point.
Yeah, do you
He
see-
was losing that race.
He was going for the race, but then he was trying to use that so that he could reverse position. The problem is he let himself get out the stamina, and then it was still too slow, you know. Naz, like you say, was just too far ahead. And the stamina advantage he regained early in this fight when it restarted just speaks to the volume of his counter striking and the way that he's now able to mix that in with really solid fundamentals. It's made him very, very, very dangerous on the feet.
Nice.
And just as dangerous on the
Nice.
mat.
Oh, look at his head health now. Now Vuck is in. Uh-oh. Now this is a different fight here. Oh, the defense. Oh. Okay. Oh, the block is gone.
Is this it? Oh my.
I can barely see his head health right now. That's how low it is.
Yep. Yep. That is not looking good for Vuck Gaming and Leon Edwards at this moment. It's Leon Edwards on bottom. Jesus.
Yeah.
I missed it. I mixed that up.
Look how much blood is on that one spot on the canvas. It's like a puddle. And he's laying on it too.
He's trying to cover it up. Thing is, I think that is mainly all Usman's as well. Didn't he? Oh no, I was going to say, didn't the doctor come in a moment ago?
Yeah, for him. Yeah. Oh, hey.
Oh, and this could be the end.
Oh
Nope.
my! Don't do it to yourself, man.
Oh,
Don't do it to
he
yourself.
taunted him. Ooh. He just gotta survive. That's it. Oh my, he's about to end this. Oh, he's about to end it.
Oh boy.
He decided not to. Oh, that's crazy. That looked crazy.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Well. I don't think I'm too ahead of myself when I say, and still, Naz, representing Soviet style. Goodness, man. Like, incredible performance from him. The willingness to really get back into there in that 3-round fight very, very quickly after a fight where he was so far ahead stamina and health-wise. Once again, just spoke to the confidence and the all-round, level of this man where he is at the moment. Just the championship level adjustments that he is able to make, and he makes them so early. You mentioned it, J-Dime. He does tend to now, in the first round, have that Loma approach where he's a little bit slower in his earlier points, and then just being a bit more methodical as they continue to as the round continues to set up the counters that he had. That was an excellent win for me, man.
That was
one of those defining wins, I feel.
So I'm going to great win for Nas. Nas did his thing. I'm about to read what Buck's head. Give me 2 weeks to fix this PlayStation, and I'll beat this guy. I was rushing for a finish because I was afraid the PS would shut off. I told you what you need, Buck. I told you how to fix that problem, Buck. There's the simple solution to this problem.
Well, look, lads, it has been an emotional ride as always. I appreciate, of course, J-Dime, Swaggy, Doctor in the back, all of the guys that are working on the wrangling team, like Lucky and Versatile, who has recently joined the team. You guys have all been amazing. We appreciate the support in chat. Far and wide, obviously, like I say, you guys continue to turn up and support, and we continue to deliver all of the virtual violence needs that you may have. We will be back next Saturday, and we're going to continue to stick to that routine. Obviously, as much as we can, with certain moving points. If there are any changes, it is important that you're in the Discord to be aware of all upcoming announcements. So we're just going to link that in the chat for you now. Make sure to join that if you haven't already. We are going to push forward a raid to somebody in the UFC 5 community. Of course, it's a small community. Make sure to show some love and join the raid. Make somebody's night here on 420. If you haven't already, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life, but make sure to follow J-Dime TV and of course Swaggy Dr. Kush, both on Twitch, both on YouTube, and all other streaming platforms for that matter. Until the next one, stay safe, much love, and peace out.